Hello and welcome to another video. In this video we are going to be looking at the Goliath Rockgrinder, and before we begin though, if you'd like to see more videos like this one, please get your drill dozer blade and crash into the subscribe button and absolutely destroy that bell button as well, so that you never miss an upload. So that out the way, we'll have a little look. Obviously this unit is called the Goliath Rockgrinder. It is in the heavy support section and it is a power level of 6. The Goliath Rockgrinder has a very similar stat line to the Goliath truck, rather unsurprisingly, because it's basically the same model, give or take. It has a weapon skill of 4+, which immediately makes it better at fighting. A strength of 6, which is the same, a toughness 7, which is 1 better, and 10 wounds. Attacks we'll go over in a second, movement we'll go over in a second, leadership 7, and a 4-up save. This model is a single model hand with a heavy stubber, heavy manual laser, and drill dozer blade. So the movement is 10, 6, and 4, depending on the wounds. Ballistic skill 4+, 5+, 6+, and a 6 attacks, D6 attacks, or D3 attacks. So the reason it has more attacks is because it's a different, basically it's a different beast, effectively. Looks the same, but it's not the same. So you have the heavy stubber, which we've gone over before, but it's a decent range, strength 4, but heavy 3, so if you move, you're going to be hitting on 5s like orcs. You have the heavy mining laser, which is decent, but again, you're hitting on 5s if you move. Actually, we'll make sure we haven't got any special rules that ignore that. No, we don't. So I'm going to lean towards maybe not bringing that. You do have the choice of swapping it out for a clearance incinerator or heavy seismic cannon. So the heavy seismic cannon is also quite decent. It's heavy 6 though, but you should make at least 2 of them shots if you're moving and firing. Strength 4, -1 AP and 2 damage, unless you wound on a 6, and then it has an AP of 4, -4. So if you're close, within 12 inches, it's like a, it's strength 8, -2, 3 damage, so it's actually pretty consistent in its damage. However, I would lean towards the clearance incinerator, because with the drill dozer blade, you're probably going to be driving really fast at the enemy in order to ram into them, and we will go on to the drill dozer blade now. So it's a melee weapon, range of melee, and it has +3 strength, -2 AP, and D3 damage, and it says the bearer can make D3 additional attacks on the turn in which it made a charge move. So the bare minimum you're going to get is 2D3, so a minimum of 2 attacks when you charge. So a possibility of maybe 9 attacks when you charge. At strength 9, which is good, -2 AP, which is good, not perfect, but good, and D3 damage each one. So you could do a bit of damage with that, to be honest. Obviously with your clearance incinerator, you're going to be able to burn them when you get close before you charge, which is decent, in my opinion. Rugged construction, you have a D6 roll each time it loses a wound on a 6. That wound is not lost, so that's the same as the truck. Explodes is the same. On a 6 it explodes basically, and D3 more wounds within 6 inches. This can actually transport models, cult infantry only. Each patriarch takes the space of 5 other models. So you can bring some of the guys along. Again, you could bring some flamers in there, in maybe, hand flamers in Acolyte squad, so you could get a lot of flamer templates. That was 7th edition, Nicholas. Behave yourself. So you could, there's a couple of ways you can play it. You could have it sitting back at the back, but I think it would be maybe a waste. The heavy mining laser is a decent-ish range, both of them 36-inch range, so you could be alright. We'll have a quick look at the points cost though, just to see if it's any good in that respect. Points cost of the heavy support. heavy sport, where you gone? There. The Rockgrinder is 78 points. That's before the stubber of 2 points. So the stubber's 2 points, that makes it 80. You also get either the, let's just close combat weapons, although won't that be on there? The, if I can't find it, drill dozer blade, rather sensibly, is 0 points. So we're currently on 80 points. The heavy mining laser is 25 points, so you'd be on 105 just with the heavy stubber and the heavy mining laser. The clearance, or is it? Yeah, clearance incinerator is 30 points, 124 points. Ooh, dangerous. What was the other option? The other option was heavy mining seismic cannon, 20 points. So all around 100 and odd points. So it's okay, very okay. And I think, however, that the clearance incinerator is probably the way to go. Unless you're sitting out for a distance and just keeping some big weapons-ish. You can't really put any big weapons, can you? Sorry, I'm having a bit of an argument with myself here. You can't really put anything massively good in there, because you've only got 6 models to put in, so you can't really put neophytes in there with mining lasers or anything like that, unless you've killed some of them, and there's only 4 of dead. Then you can, but there's no unit you can put in there. Yeah, it's more riding up. Maybe put a Patriarch in there, maybe some Gene Stealers instead, or maybe some Acolytes with close combat weapons like the drills, the saws, and the cutters, and just driving them up with the ram, the dozer. Maybe with a clearance incinerator or the heavy seismic cannon, because that's kind of more tactically flexible. Sorry, I'm having a bit of an argument and figuring stuff out as I go along, but I think that's... So I'm torn between the seismic cannon and the, good golly gosh, the incinerator, but that's probably the way I would play it, if I'm honest. So because the Rockgrinder cannot use the cult creeds, we're going to ignore that section for now, but we're going to have a quick look at the stratagems. So there's a couple you can use on here, but the main ones you're going to use are probably the diverted crew for 1 command point. We've seen this in another video, but I'll go over it again. Use this stratagem at the start of any turn. Select a Gene Stealer Cult's vehicle model from your army until the end of that turn. Use the top row of the model's damage table, regardless of how many wounds it has left, and this ends immediately if the model is reduced to 0 wounds. So in that respect, you can still get all 6 plus D3 attacks when you charge, if you use that stratagem, even if you're on your last bits, and you can move up to 12, is it, or 10 inches, which is decent. The other one, if you've got your demolition cache, use this stratagem when a Gene Stealer Cult's vehicle model has from your army. This is equipped with a cache of demolition charges, is destroyed. Do not roll a d6. That model automatically explodes. That's pretty good. Again, you can use it in the same way, so you can use it as, you could use both, if I'm honest. You could use the diverted crew and that, so you can drive up, and if you're getting into a fight you know you're going to lose, you could then use that one afterwards. You don't have to use it, but you could use it again. Another one, which I might be wrong, is it the line in wait? Yeah. Use a stratagem when you set up a unit from your army that has the cult ambush ability as reinforcements. When set up on the unit, blah, 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 it can be set up on the battlefield that is more than 3 inches away from enemy models. That unit can not make a charge move this turn. So if you've got the clearance incinerators, you've got the clearance, the cache of demolition charges, or the, well, of anything realistically. But if you've got the seismic cannon, which is this one here, you can do either of those. But you can do the 6 attacks really close, or you can do the 3 strength 8 attacks in addition to your cache of demolition charges. So you can actually do a lot of shooting right next to it, because you'll be just more than 3 inches away, so you can use all of those. So that's a really good way of using it, because it also has the cult ambush ability, so it can be hold on, hold on. Yeah, so unless I've got this wrong, ignore that last point because you during deployment, blah blah blah. If it has the infantry or biker, it can be set up underground, so you can't send the rather obviously the Rockgrinder underground. But if you have your other guys in, you could have them in that way. So you basically wouldn't use it on that unit anywhere. But the other two are still withstanding. You can still use them, the other stratagems with it. And I think what we'll do is we'll probably leave and end the video there. Tell me what you think you would do with the Rockgrinder. What do you do with the Rockgrinder? What loadouts are the best for it? And just obviously advise the guys underneath, anyone who's coming in who doesn't know, which is the best one to go for. So as ever, I'm going to say thank you for watching and see you next time.